left, to me, it was right, and that's why you didn't hear too much backlash behind it, because it was the right time for him to go.
Let's go. Disclaimer: music. We on. The first clip is the
soccer incident, Paris. So the Missouri coach has to resign due to illness. Huh? Is there a coincidence? Him back in his football team?
I think it speeded up his probably his choice to resign. Eventually, probably speeded it up a little bit. You know, it comes time, man. You know, it's time had passed you by. Been there forever.
Yeah.
But you know, you were mentioning about the Oregon State job, though, Big D. I think that had Riley not won this past weekend over Michigan State, you know, they were already, you know, the Boo Birds are already out on him, man, halfway through the season.
And I agree. And the thing about NCAA football right now, man, if you go in certain spots, you got to win.
Yeah. That's the bottom line, man. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, because they hold on to that old time winning they used to have.
Well, you know, that translates into big money.
30 seconds.
Big money. You know what I'm saying?
Which you better get.
All the traditional winning teams, that's the pressure they're under.
Yeah.
They want the glory days back.
Yeah, but you know, things goes in a circular fashion.
Cycles,
Cycle, right.
That's where the Lakers
are
right
these uneducated fans. Oh my God!
They're talking about but
Saban, bring them up.
Rumor has it Saban's looking at that Indianapolis coach job, Indiana coach.
Disclaimer.
So he might leave Bama. You know, if he goes to the pros, the coach are looking at Saban.
Big mistake.
The views and comments expressed on the following radio program by its hosts and their guests do not necessarily reflect the views of RMCOnAir.com or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
And good evening. Welcome to Just Sports with Sonny Wells. Top of the show today, we're going to go straight to some clips from Paris. It's been a terrorist attack there, and it was during a soccer event. I think it was Germany and France, I believe. I'm not sure. We'll go to the clip and let you check it out.
Rien à voir, messieurs. Je vous demande, messieurs, dames, excusez-moi, je vais vous demander de faire de...
Deadly night in Paris after terror attacks occurred throughout the city, leaving at least 118 people dead, according to the city's deputy mayor. Following a police siege of a concert hall, local reports say that 2 gunmen holding people hostage there have been killed and 1 is in custody. Police expect the death toll to rise. A gunman reportedly attacked a restaurant near a concert hall, and explosions could be heard outside the French National Stadium where France and Germany were playing a soccer match. French President Hollande has declared a state of emergency and closed the borders while gunmen are reportedly still on the loose. The president has called the events unprecedented terror attacks. President Obama has also reacted to the attack.
This is a heartbreaking situation, and obviously those of us here in the United States know what it's like. We've gone through these kinds of episodes ourselves. And whenever these kinds of attacks happened, we've always been able to count on the French people to stand with us.
Wow, such a tragedy there at the soccer game. So we're back. Just Sports with Sonny Wells. Wanted to play that clip for you. And going around the room to my left, Smitty, Pierre Daniels, our historian. Doc is over there, and Brother Vince just made it into the house. Yeah. And first off the top, I'm remembering now. Shout out to Sun Lady.
All right.
Yeah. I guess you was wondering if I was going to do that. You going to remember Sun Lady? Yeah, I remember Sun Lady. All right, so first up, we got some clips from Mr. DB. I'm going to let y'all chime in on that. Let's roll that clip, and we'll talk about Brother Des Bryant.
Finish those games. 1 second, excuse me.
It's not exactly what I just said. So get it right. Yo, get him.
Hey, Rich.
You just did.
Let's just drop it. All right,
how about y'all fix it, Rich? How about you fix it, Rich? You talking to us, you talking to the wrong people. You talking to the wrong people. Well, I'll make sure I put it out there, since y'all not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna make sure Jock on Street. I'm gonna post that on Twitter, and then I'm gonna let them know why I do this. Why I do this. I'm gonna let it be known why I do it. They dirty, coach. They dirty. They dirty. They dirty, all of them, and especially you.
Wow, he wasn't too happy there. Fill me in on that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I caught the clip this morning on ESPN, and apparently Des Bryant is upset with a reporter with some of the comments that he made in some of his articles that he wrote up about him, and it seems that there wasn't some accuracy about a particular event or something to that effect. But anyway, ESPN and Steve Smith and his hosts were focused on Des Bryant's attitude and whether or not that was proper. So that's what the discussion was about, and I thought it was interesting. Unfortunately, we don't have the commentary on Stephen A., the way he reacted to what he saw. What did you see, Pierre?
Yeah, well, certainly, I mean, regardless of what went down, I mean, Des Bryant's been in the league long enough. He's definitely a long-time professional to understand how things can be misconstrued, and also how the reporters write articles, especially when the Cowboys are down. You know, he's just coming back. Actually, it seems like he's coming back a bit premature from that injury that he has suffered, because he certainly don't look 100% to me. You know, and so he definitely made some comments in the paper about his play and about who's responsible for that, about how much he's getting paid and how he should be primarily responsible, because he's one of the highest paid players in the game, and definitely for the Cowboys. But he also needs to understand that how the media is going to portray it. They're going to make him look like the villain. He can't feed into that. He can't give him food for thought. He can't fan the flames, even though he knows he's been through this situation time and time again. And this is not going to be the last time this has happened. He needs to handle it differently, because most people just remember what they see and what they show in those little clips there. And even if he's 100% correct, the vast majority of the public is going to view those clips like that and see this man is out of control. He can't control his emotions, and he might be cancer for the team.
Doc?
Well, Des Bryant. I love Des Bryant. I love his skill set as a receiver. I love the passion he has to play football. I love the passion he has for the Dallas Cowboys to be successful. That being said, I can't make up for what he lacked during his years of becoming an adult and his background, which is something that a lot of people won't even take into consideration. They just see, I'm going to just tell it like it is, an out-of-control African-American sports figure.
Yeah.
Okay. And I didn't say out-of-control sports figure. I said an out-of-control African-American sports figure. That's tough. I think Dez is dealing with frustrations due to his competitiveness of being on a 1-16.
2-6.
2-6. If you go by the things that said in the article, if they're not true or not, I don't know. That's going to set him off because he doesn't have a button to push to stay under control. It's just not his upbringing. Okay, and I take those things in consideration. What Stephen A. said and some other people said, I do not like.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you can go overboard, and like I said, the public sees an out-of-control African-American sports figure. Okay, and other African-Americans making comments that borderline being, how you call it, internal racism. You really don't look at it, borderline, with their comments. Got to be careful with that. Okay, so Dez, I love him. Unfortunate, he had an outburst.
Yeah.
Okay, personally, to me, I'm not a fan of the media anyway. I'm really, truly not. And due to some personal experience I haven't had with the media, they can really get on your skin. Okay.
But most of the time, the general public, that's the way, obviously, we well know that they're viewing, these sports games, the games. I mean, basically, the eyes of for the general population are viewed through the media. They're the ones who are interpreting a lot of these games. So as a result, even though he can be 100% correct, like you said, but he also understands that his image, it makes a difference in how he responds. And it's not the first time this has happened.
But you said one word, understand. Mm-hmm. Maybe his understanding is not there because it takes you being developed personally to be able to deal with this.
Right, but he's been,
it's not the fact that Pierre.
Even before the league.
I know he's been in the league X amount of years.
And even in college.
But we dealing with a man in his background.
Right.
Dez Bryant.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I know he's been there.
Yeah.
Okay, but unless you got somebody holding his hand every time there's an incident coming with the media and squeezing like shut up, that's not going to happen.
Hey, let's hear what you got to say there, Brother Vince.
Well, it looks like now the media does have the pen and the ability to write what they want to write, be it true or fair or not. But now we are seeing an era where sports figures are running from the media. The running back from Seahawks, the Beast, he won't speak to the media at all. For
Lynch.
Yeah, Lynch.
Right.
Maybe for the same reasons or different reasons, but whatever the reasons, is once again the media against the athlete rather than just being the vehicle for us between the athlete and the media. They're just a vehicle. We should be able to hear the questions given to the athlete, and then the athlete answers it. Okay, so that should be the truth, not what the reporter said. As
what the reporter thinks, because he looked like he was upset that the information that this guy put out was not accurate. And he wanted a retraction of that.
Well, see, that's the thing. I wish I don't know what's in the article. I wish I did. Then I can even comment probably more on the situation. I do not know what was in the article.
Well, basically, wasn't it something to the effect that he only caught 2 passes?
Right.
And he's being paid how much money?
Right. He just signed a new contract extension for I don't know how many millions.
Yeah. So the reporter, in essence, said we're going to need more out of you for that money that's being paid to you. Now, I was thinking as I was listening to everyone make their comments there that athletes are probably under a lot of pressure. They sign these big contracts, and they probably have pride that they want to produce to show that they're worth the money that they're being paid.
Well, see,
they're under a little pressure from that standpoint.
But that's just one thing I said about Dez Bryant.
Yes.
You know, his competitiveness. He wanted to show.
Yeah.
You know, internally, Dez wanted to show I'm worth every dime.
Yeah.
Okay, he said that before he even signed the contract.
Yeah.
I'm worth every dime that I'm asking for.
Right.
So let me get this right.
And on top of that, he came back early. He was really back before he should have actually been out there.
Yeah, he should have.
And in saying that he
his
came
team
back
needed
early,
him.
we move into the area of possibility of roids. Now, I know the byproduct of steroids is usually a great attitude change. Is it fair to say that this is not happening with him because he's had this type of attitude the whole time? This is not something that's been drug-induced?
You might roid rage.
This is not a drug-induced.
Say that.
It's not a drug-induced rage.
That's right. It's not. It's
him.
What it is.
Yeah,
It's him. Okay.
Was it last year that he had problems with his mother? Allegedly he had done something. Was that just last year or 2 years ago?
It might have been a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, when he first came in the league.
It was about a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Because last year things got right with Dez
He had
and
a
his
good year.
outbursts with the media. It was fine. Previously, he did some crazy things, but he has righting his ship now.
Yeah.
Okay, and given the fact that so much is put on his performance, should he have came back early? I don't know, because to me, it's what the athlete can do.
Yeah.
Okay, if Dad say he's ready to go, and the doctors,
He was coming back to help his team because
he's ready to go.
They would have made the playoffs had Romo not been hurt, had he not been hurt, and they let these few games slip away.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
He's trying.
You can't say that. You can't
You
say
don't think
that.
he's coming back to help the team?
No,
or
I'm not saying
He's
that.
coming back to
You're
help
talking
the
about
team.
making the playoffs, right? Like it was almost foregone
Yeah, I just
conclusion.
think that.
What is their record?
He's it's 2-6 now.
2-6.
Okay,
But that's
you know
because
what?
they had a 4-game slide, which they almost won. I mean, they really were good enough to win those games. They just let them slip away. That would have gave them a cushion, and Dez Bryant may not have.
Let us slip away to a break. We'll be right back. Just Sports with Sonny Wells.
Are you a diabetic? Need some energy? Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink is the healthiest, best-tasting energy drink around. For more information and online ordering with free shipping, please visit hiphopbev.com. Remember, Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, suitable for diabetics, great for everyone.
What's your style? Curly? Straight? Wavy? Or maybe you like it natural? Introducing Secret Styling Hair Care Products by Smith Products Company, LLC. A complete line of hair moisturizers, shampoos, conditioners, and an assortment of other hair styling aids formulated for today's fashion-conscious consumer. Enhance your style. Get the secret.
And we're back to Sports with Sonny Wells. And we're going to slide the secret. We're going to move right along into a guy who's tearing up the NBA, Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
Yes. You were saying he's on track to be the best shooter ever. I kind of disagree.
All right.
I like the boy King from New York.
Yeah, Bernard King we're talking about.
Yeah. A historian. Come on. Who else? Who else is a good shooter?
The great Raymond Lewis, but
He don't count. He don't count.
Okay.
He don't count. NBA players.
Oh, NBA players. Okay.
Well, did Raymond Lewis play NBA a little bit?
No, they dogged him in Philly. They dogged him. Straight dogged him.
He's right about that. I mean, he did. I mean, he was signed, but then from there they had all types of problems. But I can go on. I mean, this is a short window here. I mean, again, Curry's getting a nice start off the MVP season, and so the first 10 games, he looks nice. But the same token, we're talking about an 82-game schedule. In addition to that, of course, the playoffs.
They are the defending league champions.
I think he shot 53 three-pointers already. He's made 50 three-pointers already.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's having a nice stretch right now. But then other players have had nice stretches, too, throughout the year.
They're undefeated.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're looking good right now.
That's when your contributions count.
It's still early, though. It's still early. Speaking of basketball, what's going on with your squad?
Oh, man.
You the one.
Okay, so here's what happened.
You just let us know.
Yeah, you know what? I was going to put that in there, so let me go ahead and put it in there now. Here's what's happening. The last 2 weeks, we have been really concentrating on fine-tuning the team in terms of our half-court structure and what we want to see done. So that's what we concentrated on. We put in a couple of new plays, and we also had a press break that we worked on that wasn't really that good. One of the things that we did that wasn't really correct was to stop our scrimmaging. Our scrimmaging was really what put us over the top. The last showcase we were in, we played San Diego City, and we also played San Bernardino.
You guys in the
JC.
Fullerton tournament?
Yeah, we're in the Fullerton. We bombed out both games. But the second game, we did a lot better. The final score was 72-63. And so we did a lot better. The guys felt better about themselves.
That was a lot better.
Oh, you don't know? Whoa. You don't know?
No, I don't know.
Yesterday, we got stomped by 40.
So y'all did do a lot better.
Damn near 50. It was closer to 50 than it was 40. We looked horrible. I didn't even know who that team was.
Wow.
Is it the same guys we had in the summer that went to the Final Four of the JBL?
Right.
We had the same dudes. But it's our fault because we did not scrimmage. And what we rested on our laurels. We really thought that the scrimmaging that we had been doing was enough, and these guys would go right back to it. Not so.
Yeah.
I mean, I dropped the ball. My brother dropped the ball. We all didn't say anything about going up and down, which was our strength.
Wasn't your brother's like the new AD? I mean, is that is that taken away from
I think
focus
so.
a little bit from?
I think so because he anticipated getting the job, then he didn't get it, and then all of a sudden 2 weeks ago they gave it to him. Right. And then it seemed like that
could be a distraction.
Yeah, and he put a lot of concentration on fine-tuning the team, but we didn't do what we had done to get us where we were at. So we did have a great showing on the last showcase, and then we came along and 2 weeks later bombed out because we hadn't done the things that got us where we were. The guys look out of sync, man. It was nasty. A little better today, though. A little better today in terms of moving the ball. Our problem was the wings wouldn't pop out when the guard would come down, and the guard would have to stay dribbling. And they have a new 5-second rule now. You get more than 5 seconds. Thank God, because we'd have really been bombed out.
Wow.
And then they came and pressured us, and we didn't handle the pressure very well.
Well, you say your guards are very good with handling pressure. That's what you said early.
We hadn't gone up and down to practice what we had done before. We had a total of 32 turnovers.
Now, wait a minute. Your son's one of the guards now, right?
Yeah, now, the bright spot is he doesn't have any turnovers.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the bright spot. So, matter of fact, we started him the second half of this game, and that's why the score wasn't as lopsided.
But you say he's really not an aggressive scorer either.
He don't score. He gets the ball to the scorers.
Okay, so
and that's why we did well in the second half with him starting, and that's why the score is only 72-63. So it was a much better outing. They were back in a little better sync. They made the right moves by putting him in. I didn't say anything. I let them do it. Well, let's use Jonathan. He's got the best stats. No turnovers on both of those games, and he got good minutes in there. And he has a bunch of assists, too.
Right.
So we're figuring.
Good luck next week.
Yeah, we're figuring it out, Now, what were we getting ready to talk about before we got to that?
Also, we shift over to Big D, or Doc, rather.
Yeah, how's your son doing it?
What's going on with
Well,
what's going on, baby? What's going on?
The ship is taking on water.
Ship be sinking, boss.
Boss, we sinking, boss.
They 5-3.
That's good.
They down to a 3-game left, and
are they 5-3?
5-4. 5 and
yeah.
What is it? 5-3 or 5-4?
I think you might have lost 4.
5-4.
Yeah.
So
okay, still above 500.
Yeah. So it's down
4
to
losses in a row though.
4, but it's down.
Well, I can't say that. I got 2 losses in a row. So.
But this is football, so
Yeah, well,
it's a shorter season.
Yeah, but what he's been telling me, I know what's going on with the team. It's some things, but like I told him, you're down to a 3 games. You need to win 2 out of the 3, which is very, very winnable, and get yourselves in the bowl game. And that is the goal. I told him your thing now is the goal is the bowl. Goal is the bowl. Preach that. And I told him, you step up to be a leader, because the leadership of that team that's
the problem we're having.
And it starts with the head coach. It's from the head coach on down.
And that's another thing that's been going. The head coach has been mentioned as a possible USC.
What?
Somebody have reached out, and but that's it probably won't happen.
I can't see Dyke.
But some things have reached out. But Dyke is he's just not. That would never be.
I'd much rather stay with who they have now.
Let's get back to Steph Curry. That's where we were going anyway.
Yeah, okay.
We were going with Steph Curry. But that's good to know. We have the same similar problem in terms of leadership. Our main scorer is going to redshirt this year because he didn't take care of his grades. So he's redshirting. And the people that we want to step up are not stepping up, my son included. Yeah. They gave him a chance to run the team and be the leader in the second half of this game. He led well by example, but he wasn't verbal. And we need to have someone verbal. Let's go with Steph Curry. Now, he's tearing the league up and everything, and we got some clips of that. Oh, you did? You played him already? Oh, rats. I wanted to see him again. That's what I really wanted to do. So what we got left? We got 4 minutes. You gonna save a minute?
That's all.
That's how many wins they got.
Yeah. Well, they have what? Maybe 2 near wins.
Oh, man, we playing horseshoe now.
They was near tonight.
They was near tonight.
And the right man had the ball with 24 seconds left, shooting a fadeaway 3-pointer with someone in his face.
That Kobe?
Who else?
Did it go in?
Did it go in? Who took the shot?
It went in, huh?
It wasn't Curry who took the shot. It was Kobe who took the shot.
It went in the locker.
Hey, I heard Shaggy P didn't do that neither.
You know, it was a
he had a lousy game.
He had a lousy game.
Shaggy P was Shaggy, huh?
Yeah.
One thing that I look at though, Byron Scott says he doesn't believe in statistics. Mm-hmm. And let's take Lou Williams right now. He's shooting about 19% from 3-point. Randall, he shot a couple of 3-point shots
is
in
he
crucial
the one that
times.
sucked that one from behind his back?
Yeah. And Hibbert, he also shot a 3-point shot.
What's Hibbert? I mean,
let me finish this thought though. Okay. If you're not shooting in the 30 to 40% 3-point shooting category, you have no business throwing up threes.
Thank you, sir.
But did Hibbert do it? Was the time expiring?
He just did it once. Yeah, and it was time expiring.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but what was he doing back there? He needed to be under the basket waiting for a lob in or something like that.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
So the Lakers are not playing smart basketball. That's what I'm saying.
Bottom line, the team is not responding to Byron Scott's coaching. Can we all agree to that?
Is he coaching?
You know what? This is what I've heard. That Byron Scott is a good coach, but he's not a motivator.
Hired the man?
Has a good NBA record, so
he does.
Yeah, he has a decent NBA record.
Are you sure?
You mean with the Lakers?
No.
The first
before the Lakers.
His overall record.
His overall NBA
twice?
career record.
That was
no, that's all you count.
LeBron James is left on it.
Yeah.
What about before that with New Orleans? They ran him out of there.
Well,
remember?
He didn't have a squad there.
Okay, so that's the excuse there. Okay, well, then what about New Jersey, where they went to back-to-back NBA championship
Yeah,
finals.
Jason Kidd. Yes,
Right, but then what happened after that? While he was still, after the championship years, they ran him out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Byron Scott hasn't had a winning record. I mean, look at his record. I'm sure it's below 50%. I'm 99% sure.
You're the historian. Maybe that's
next
something
show,
we need
bring
to
that stat and let's see what happens there.
Bring that up in the next stat next
Pull it
show.
up right now.
You're probably right. I'm sure. You're probably right. It's probably
I
no
know
doubt.
I'm right.
I believe you.
Especially
He
after
lost a
last
lot of
season.
games with Cleveland, so.
Oh, I see.
But not only that, he's losing a lot of games with the Lakers.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, last season.
I don't care about
that's
nobody
true.
else.
I agree with
We're talking about now.
The Lakers are on pace to lose even more games than they lost last year. And last year they lost more games than any season in Laker history. And they're on pace to lose even more this year.
They making history about losses?
In fairness,
they
to
get the
Byron,
first round pick.
the team.
What good's that going to do?
Let's hear Doc out. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, go ahead, Doc.
Win that.
In fairness to Byron, in fairness, he don't have much to work with. It's a bad mix. A bad mix.
42%.
Okay.
That's his winning percentage. That's pathetic.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's a bad mix.
Yeah.
And in fairness, okay, and if you're not that type of coach who can just take little and make much, you're not going to be successful. And he got little, and they asked him to make much.
I think the Boston coach is an example of what you're talking about there. He had little, and they made the playoffs last year.
They did.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're definitely
Yeah,
up.
and you had to have that ability as a coach.
Yeah.
And
That is the East.
And
Yeah, you take
that's
that
not
into consideration.
That's not Byron's thing. I just don't believe Byron can take little and make much, and that's what you ask him to do with the players that he have, and it's just not going to happen.
Those players.
They're not responding at all. I mean, the defense is just absolutely atrocious.
You know what? I was talking to Smitty earlier. We were at the bar, and the main thing that I saw is that these guys, they just don't have the NBA physical strength to be able to deal with the rest of the people in the league. They don't have it.
Excuse me, Sonny. How many more excuses are we going to have?
No.
For the Lakers and Byron Scott.
He doesn't have a squad, and the coaches.
One excuse
is, mediocre. I like him, but now you can see that he can't do what he needs to do to be able to get these guys.
Will you agree that he's not getting the job done?
Not getting the job done.
Can we agree on that?
Okay,
we agree.
on that.
Yeah.
And we agree that all the teams that he's been with haven't had a squad. So
Not all. No, we don't agree with
that carries
that.
on.
We didn't agree with that. Some of them has Jersey with a squad,
but he lost with the. He lost with the.
Well, he got to the finals though. See, that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, but that's
not easy.
Those were the years he inherited the team, not his team he put together, right?
Yeah, we're talking about the 2015 version of the Lakers.
Yeah,
So we're gonna give him a couple years, right?
No.
Wait, what?
He's done, man. I hate to tell you that.
Yep, and we're done too. Just Sports with Sonny Wells. We out. See you next week.